Hello everyone, you are on the Mobi channel and I am glad to see you on my channel again. Finally, the legendary episode 70 came out, or rather the first part of it, and what happened in it still doesn't get out of my head. Therefore, in this video, I will not only analyze this episode, but also tell you what phrases Titan said, where is the secret agent now, and what might happen in the next part of episode 70. The video turned out to be very interesting, so right now like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get 500,000 subscribers by February 1st, and also join my Discord server, the link will be in the first pinned comment. Anyway, we're starting. Skibidi Toilet 70 Part 1 lasts more than 4 minutes and quite a lot of events have happened during this time. We haven't been waiting for this episode for so long for nothing. And it starts with one of the agents throwing a grenade in the form of toilet paper outside the door to the toilets, and here next to it we see another agent, whom we saw in the last 69 episode. This agent was a POV operator and this can be understood based on what kind of gun he is holding in his hands. Also, next we see the very agent of the cameraman flamethrower, whom we saw from the information leaks, and as you can see, this weapon copes well with ordinary Skibidi toilets. Next, the POV operator turns around and we realize that the actions are taking place on the other side of the bunker. It is possible that this group of agents did not go down the right corridor, but along the left, and therefore they got to another part of the bunker. But where is the scientist then? I think he managed to fly further away, because there is also a road further on. And then we see a cameraman in an orange suit with shotguns shooting back at the oncoming toilets. He is very brave and does not seem to be afraid of opponents at all. It even reminds me a little of a cameraman's plunger, while the other agent is trying to run as far as possible and escape, but unfortunately one of the enemy shells hits our orange Rambo. But that doesn't mean he won't come back. After all, as you can see, he was simply thrown back by the shock wave. Next, we see how Skibidi cars are shown on the road, which are equipped with dangerous explosive missiles, and the second cameraman was also not very lucky, because one of the missiles flew right into him, and then POV big cameraman agent shows us the full power of his new weapon. This is a large laser machine gun, but instead of bullets, as you understand, it emits a red laser, and as we see it successfully copes with a fairly large number of opponents. And if you catch the moment, then in this car you can see the silhouette of a man. But is this really a secret agent? Or it's just a trick of the eye? In any case, the secret agent will show himself later in the episode. Next, POV Big Boy, thanks to his jetpack and a new powerful laser cannon, clears his way, and then we see a large number of those armored toilets that we saw in the information leak for episode 70 driving across the bridge. Another flying toilet tried to destroy Big Boy cameraman, but in the end the opponent was destroyed himself, after which POV Big Boy flew away a little to show new opponents the full power of his new baby, also destroying another flying opponent, then another and another. After that, a large projectile flew next to the POV cameraman, which caused interference from the operator, but fortunately he quickly recovered. Next, he came out of hiding and like a real Chad with literally iron balls flew into battle to new opponents. He poured out all the power of his new weapon until it overheated, but it absolutely did not cause any damage to the enemy, and then the enemy decided to demonstrate his guns to the operator. But fortunately at that time he flew Titan cameraman and his presence literally destroyed the bridge over which the new armored toilets went into battle. The remaining opponents immediately began to attack the Titan, but as we remember from episode 69, the Titan cameraman was charged with the additional energy of the Titan TV man and was quite strong and energetic. Also, thanks to his new upgrade, he literally burned an armored opponent, leaving only his skull, and he decided to simply knock out the second opponent and no new armor saved him. Next, the Titan cameraman is attacked again by an armored flying toilet, but at this time a portal appears behind him from which the arm of the Titan TV man gets out and the Titan, like a real fruit ninja, cuts the enemy into 2 parts. Next, the POV operator looks at the Titan TV man, then turns a little and we see how the Titan speaker man, while flying to this place, destroyed another flying enemy. Next, the Titan TV man utters his first phrase in this episode and it sounds like this: "Do it quick." Listen to it for yourself. And then it shares, or more correctly, charges the Titan speaker man with the energy of its core. And it seems that the energy of the Titan TV man has so strongly charged the Titan speaker man that he began to shake and sparkle with red lightning. Next, we see how the toilets flew at the Titans with dangerous weapons, specifically acid. And am I the only one who thinks that this is very stupid? Even if they drop it all on the Titans, they will probably destroy their own bunker. Or am I wrong? If anything, correct me in the comments. Next, the Titan Speaker Man roars loudly and turns on rage mode. His two blasters literally work like a machine gun, and he himself eagerly enters the battle and easily defeats all dangerous opponents. And one of the opponents flew so close to the Titan cameraman that he just took off his weapon and inserted it into the place of his missing hand, and now the Titan cameraman has acquired a new weapon, an acid cannon. Also in this frame, I noticed that the titanium cameraman has a protective lens. I didn't notice it before, but now it's clearly visible. Then after the enemies seemed to be over and the Titan finished the fight, a large number of opponents appeared in the sky, who surrounded all the Titans in one place. But Titan Speaker Man has already faced this situation in episode 58. Therefore, I decided to repeat this tactic again. Only this time, instead of blasters, he activated the laser beam of his reactor and it spun like a disco ball at a disco, destroying every opponent next to them. And after this laser show, the Titan Speaker Man sat down on a rock to rest, after which the Titan TV Man uttered the following phrase, which sounds like 10 out of 10. And indeed it was not just beautiful, but also fast and effective. And of course, what kind of disco or laser show without a DJ? What if it's a Skibidi DJ? With such a homie, any disco is just super. But unfortunately, the disco is interrupted by the most unexpected character. This is Astro Toilet. But we haven't seen this before. He has a very unusual weapon. Titan cameraman fires his lasers at the enemy, but Astro Toilet somehow catches them and shoots back at Titan cameraman. But the Titan manages to protect himself with his hand. Next, the Titan TV man shoots at the enemy presumably from his reactor, but he manages to dodge, and then the Titan TV man utters the following phrase, which sounds like who the f you think you are. After that, he charges his blade and at the moment of POV Big Boy catches interference on his camera, but this is not the usual purple interference there, but green. And it's very strange to me. As I said earlier in my last video, perhaps the secret agent has subdued the Titan TV man, or perhaps the Titan TV man is following the instructions of the secret agent. What do you think? Write your theories in the comments and we can also write them on my Discord server. Next, the new Astro Toilet laughs and speaks to us in our usual ordinary English. He says you will all die. And at this time, a portal appears behind Astro Toilet from which the Titan TV man blade appears, but Astro Toilet manages to dodge and even somehow tear off the Titan blade, then throw it at Titan TV man, and then Astro Toilet flew away very quickly. But fortunately that Titan TV man managed to put his hand, otherwise, the Titan would have to change the main screen again. Next, the Titan pulls the blade out of his hand and we see an evil smiley face appear on all his screens, and we just saw this frame in the leaks. Then the girls come to our aid, and as we can see, they have all modernized and armed themselves a little. The speaker woman has katanas behind her back, and there are already knives in her speakers, the camera woman has new guns on her hands, and the TV woman, well, she's just... Also at this moment, you can literally see a video surveillance camera. We used to see it as an agent's head, and here we are again shown it in the form of a regular surveillance camera. And this is quite unusual. Next, POV Big Boy shows the girls where to go and the first one goes to the place where he indicated. He destroys the toilet and we see all this already on the tablet of a lucky cameraman. We see the same squad of agents who are in the bunker riding in the elevator. And this is logical, because in the last 69th episode, they were just getting into the elevator. Next, we can understand that the agents are going upstairs. And then the light turns off abruptly and the flashlights of the cameraman agents begin to turn on. Next, they look at the ceiling and realize that someone is on top and will soon break through the ceiling. And personally, I assume that this is the same mad scientist that we saw in episode 68, but if you have your own theory, then you can write more in the comments or on my Discord server. This concludes part 1 of episode 70 of Skibidi Toilet. The episode turned out to be very cool and the moment with the appearance of the new Astro Toilet just amazed me. Agents and Titans had never encountered such a powerful weapon as he had. Well, it looks like the plot of part 2 of episode 70 will take place with the agents who are in the elevator. I'll tell you my other theories in new videos, but in the meantime, you can watch my other videos that you have now.